You know that feeling. The alarm hasn't even rung yet, but your mind already has. A swirl of unfinished to-dos, half-remembered dreams, and the dull weight of yesterday's heaviness pressing against your ribs, before your feet even touch the floor. You lie there, still wrapped in sheets, but already tangled in thoughts. I'm already late. I didn't do enough yesterday. Today is going to be hard. Sound familiar? Some mornings feel like we've woken up mid-battle, as if the fight started without us. Before the coffee. Before the sunrise. Before we had a chance to say, wait. I'm still here. But what if, just for the next 10 minutes, we didn't carry yesterday forward? What if we didn't rush into the day, but return to ourselves first? Welcome to the healing room. This isn't a productivity hack. It's not a 5 steps to win your morning routine. And it's definitely not about perfection. This is about coming home. To your breath. To your body. To your being. Here, every inhale is a second chance. Every exhale is a release. Today, I invite you, not to escape the chaos, but to remember who you are within it. Because peace isn't a reward you earn after fixing everything. Peace is your birthright. Peace is your baseline. Peace is always available, when you return to it. So, if your heart is heavy, welcome. If your mind is noisy, welcome. If your soul is tired, especially welcome. Let's begin. Together. Sit in a comfortable position. Let your spine lengthen. Feel the ground supporting you. Take a breath. Feel the simplicity of this moment, air entering your lungs. Gravity grounding your bones. There's nothing else to solve right now. Nothing to chase. When we wake up, our mind often jumps into doing. But what if the real power of the morning lies in being? Let this breath remind you of that. The original meditation encouraged us to feel the earth under our seat, to relax our shoulders, and to be here now. Yes. But let's go deeper. We live in a world of disconnection. Notifications. Expectations. Deadlines. And yet, what our nervous system craves, is silence. Think about it, when was the last time you just sat in your body and didn't demand anything from it? This is the space we reclaim today. As your breath deepens, I want to share something that changed me. There was a man I once worked with. Let's call him Mark. Mark was a successful executive, suits, meetings, calendars booked 6 months in advance. But one day, he came into our session shaking. His wife had left. His son refused to talk to him. His health was deteriorating. I built everything, he told me, accept peace. So, I gave him one assignment: every morning for 10 minutes, sit outside and breathe. No phone. No music. No goals. 3 months later, he returned. I still have the same problems, he said, but now, they don't own me. That's what stillness does. It doesn't erase chaos. It anchors you in it. There's something profound about nature. It doesn't force. It doesn't rush. And yet, everything gets done. The sun rises. The trees grow. The tides shift. We forget, we are nature too. When you sit still, when you listen, when you allow the breath to move through you like wind through leaves, you return to your true rhythm. Let the sounds around you, a bird, a passing breeze, even distant traffic, become your teacher. In the original meditation, we were told to listen to the symphony of nature. Let's take that further. Let's remember this truth: silence is not the absence of sound. It's the presence of peace. So, let me tell you about Lan, a young Vietnamese woman I met in a mindfulness retreat. Lan had survived a traumatic car accident and was diagnosed with PTSD. She couldn't sleep, couldn't stay still. One morning, I saw her crying beside a banyan tree. She said, "I feel like I'll never be normal again." So, I sat with her. Said nothing. We just listened, to the birds, the breeze, a river nearby. Minutes passed. Then she whispered, "The tree is still alive, though it lost a branch." Sometimes healing begins not in words, but in witness. In silence. In letting go. Let's come back to the breath. Inhale, let peace enter. Exhale, let go. The original meditation repeats a mantra. I open my heart to the blessings of this new day. I trust in the wisdom of the universe. This is not just poetic. It's powerful neuroscience. When we repeat a loving mantra with presence, we reprogram our subconscious. We create a new baseline of trust. Because so many of us were taught that safety is external. A paycheck. A partner. A plan. But what if true safety is internal? Let me ask you this: when was the last time you said to yourself, "I trust life"? Radical, right? But this trust, it doesn't mean becoming passive. It means releasing control. Opening space for possibility. You can plan your day, but also hold it lightly. Because when you cling, you close. When you trust, you bloom. Place one hand gently over your heart, the other resting on your belly. Now, breathe. Feel that quiet rhythm, rising and falling, a sacred dance between inhale and exhale. This is your body saying, I'm here. I've always been here. In this space, we don't need to fix anything. We don't need to achieve, explain, or impress. We simply sit and be with what is. Compassion often sounds like something we owe to others. But the deeper truth is this: the most radical act of compassion is turning it inward, toward our own pain, our own doubt, our own unmet expectations. You are not broken. You are becoming. And becoming is not linear. One of my most treasured teachings from Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh is this: when you love someone, the best thing you can offer is your presence. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you offered that to you? Not distraction. Not productivity. Just presence. Close your eyes now. Picture the child you once were, maybe 6 years old, maybe younger. Eyes wide with wonder. Heart open, fragile. Before shame was learned. Before performance was demanded. Before you were taught that love had to be earned. What does that version of you need to hear? What would you say to them? Would you scold them for struggling? Or would you kneel down, open your arms, and whisper, "You don't have to do anything to deserve love. You are love." That child still lives within you. And this practice, this breath, this moment, it's an invitation to reconnect. To forgive yourself for not knowing what you couldn't have known. To soften the inner critic. To meet yourself, right here, with open arms. Self-compassion is not weakness. It is the courage to stop fighting yourself and start holding yourself, like a sacred, beloved friend. Let this breath carry that truth deep into your bones. Gratitude is often misunderstood. It's not pretending everything's okay. It's not ignoring pain. It's not toxic positivity. Gratitude is standing in the middle of imperfection, with all its cracks and mess, and saying, even here, I choose to see what's good. Not perfect. Not Instagram worthy. Just real. Take a breath now. And notice. Maybe the sun touches your skin through the window. Maybe your lungs expand with air. Maybe a bird sings in the distance, or maybe the silence itself is a gift. These moments, often missed, often taken for granted, are the ones that sustain us. I once sat with a woman undergoing chemotherapy. Her body frail, her energy low. But every morning, she began with 3 words. I am grateful. When I asked her how she could say that, she replied, because I still get to feel the wind on my face. Because I still get to hear my son laugh. That is gratitude in its truest form, not conditional, not delayed, not saved for when life feels perfect. It is daily medicine. Try this, right now, whisper to yourself 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe it's this breath. Maybe it's the resilience you didn't know you had. Maybe it's the opportunity to begin again. Whatever it is, let it rise in your chest like a warm tide. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, it transforms it. It doesn't demand denial, it invites presence. You are already more blessed than you realize. Not in loud, flashy ways, but in quiet, soul-sustaining ones. Let your life become a prayer of thanks. We're nearing the close of this journey. But before you move, before you scroll, before you speak, pause. Feel your breath. Wiggle your fingers. Gently, open your eyes, not with urgency, but with reverence. You've just remembered something sacred. You are not separate from peace. You are peace. So, the question is no longer, can I feel peaceful? It becomes, can I carry this peace with me into the world? Not through words, but through presence. Not by preaching, but by being. Let your presence be the softest invitation. Let your silence be the loudest love. Let your calm become someone else's lighthouse. Every moment today will ask you to choose, react or respond, guard or open, rush or breathe. Choose gently. Choose intentionally. And when in doubt, come back here, to this breath, this stillness, this truth. You don't have to change the world today. You only need to bring your whole self to it, with tenderness, with love, with light. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If today's practice touched your heart, I invite you to continue your journey with us. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of beginning again. From the healing room, with all my love and light. Namaste.